Hi folks, Slick Slices here. Well, I'm going to make this a quick one. This might be the next video you see, but I've just sat and filmed, I think this is my 8th video on the trot. It's now 10 past 1 in the morning, but I thought I might as well just do this one, then they're all in the bag and I can edit them over the next few days and get them all coming up over the next few weeks. This is an interesting little knife. The other day, Warthog Rick was showing off his little Boker pocket fixed blades, which I thought that was interesting because I just recently got a pocket fixed blade, which is a class of knife I've one other one. I've got a custom one from Sin Knives in Japan, which is just very beautiful. It's almost too nice to want to carry because it's very highly polished and stag, but it's great. And the other knives I've got that would fall into that category, probably a ski and do's. This is a sort of a ski and do for the modern man. MKM Macro knife makers, and it says MKM Macro 2 sheep's foot green micarta. These are available with drop point blades or sheep's foot blades. Neither look anything like either, just as you know, if you're thinking about that, but there we are. Now I have had this a few weeks and I've been wearing it, using it, carrying it, and using it. So it comes with this pocket sheath, and like I say, I've been using it, so it's very tight when you first get them. It's very difficult to get the knife in, particularly in your pocket. And I've bashed it a bit, and I've slashed it a bit on the front, but because these pocket clips, you get these slips from MKM for pocket knives, and this is the same sort of idea, but it's a stiffer leather and it's for a fixed blade. But the way they work is this bit, main bit, goes in your pocket. This bit goes over the outside of your pocket at the front, and there's strong magnets, and then it grips onto your trousers. So when they're new, this is obviously so stiff that every time you pull the knife out, you pull the whole blooming thing out of your pocket. But now I've had it for a few weeks, a couple of weeks. The knife, it's still decent retention in the sheath, but it's not so decent that it just pulls the whole thing out your pocket. I do find slight trouble re-sheathing it because I can't quite necessarily see where I'm going, and it's I'm always worried I'm going to slash my trousers up by missing it and putting it straight in my pocket rather than in there. But it is a good quality welted sheath with a little stud in the bottom to stop you going straight to the bottom, and it is made in Italy. You know, sometimes, like if you get a buck knife that says "Buck proudly made in the USA," and then on the back of the sheath it says "Made in Mexico," because the sheath is made in Mexico. Now, what else is in there? There's a little Torx key, which I think is potentially useful. I haven't had a cause to use it yet. And then you get the actual little knife itself, and there's some little description thing there. God only knows what that is, I've never looked. I put the little lanyard on. It just makes it a little bit easier for me with my dodgy hands, and there's a little cardboard slip over the blade. We take that off, put that out the way, and here we have it. Now it says MKM Maniago Italy M390, so it's M390 steel. And if I tip that up here, it says on there, I don't know if you can read that, do this without cutting myself will be a miracle. Can you see that? It says made by Makita. Yeah, I know it. I did know what it said. I just my mind went blank there. Now, this is. Oh, doesn't want to turn it. I tell you, it's too late at night. I should stop this, but I really want to get this finished. It says here, Vox, which is yes, for Vox Knives. Now Jesper Vox Knives is a Danish, Scandinavian anyway, knife maker who is also responsible for one of my favourite folding blades. And it could be one of the reasons why I went for this one rather than there are a whole lot of other sort of similar sort of everyday carry fixed blades around at the minute. This was the Isonzo, which is also MKM, and it does say on there made by Makita, but I think this is another one. Oh no, this isn't. Some of them, most of the Makita ones say inside, hence that on the edge of there is the sort of way to do it. This one doesn't really have anywhere to write it, I suppose. Made by Makita. So these are made by the same people. This one's N690 then. The only other Vox that I have is a Fox Vox, which is the Suru, which there was a Heine Haynes version of this, which is UK legal, which I think it doesn't have the flipper either. I think it just has. I think you just open it with the hole, but it loses the frame lock and becomes a D10 knife. So this is the. Oh, hang on, I'm in completely the wrong place here. I nudged the camera a minute ago and I had to reset it up. So no, I don't know exactly where the right place is on the table. Let's get this right. There we go. So they're my Vox knives, and you can see the design philosophy is similar in them. With the fixed blade, you don't have that finger trial there, but you've got this here, and you've got a little bit extra in the handle, so it kind of works out. It's not a big knife, and this is the Macro. There's a Micro, which is the little version, which is maybe it's about, the handle's about to there, and the blade's even shorter than these ones, which is a neck knife. This one is a pocket carry, and I think it's a great knife. I've been carrying this constantly since I got it. Now, I've had a couple of problems with it, and they're not to do with either Vox or Makita that have caused me the problem. But, well, the first one is it wasn't desperately sharp. I mean, it was sharpish. So I got my work sharp out, and I gave it a slightly lower edge, and I sort of slightly polished it, and I got it very, very sharp. But then, actually, you can see I've been using it because it's got a couple of wee shiny. I don't know if you'll see that on there, but it's got a couple of wee shiny points on the edge. But more importantly, I have a big magnet on my desk. I had it out because we bought something for the baby, for our granddaughter the other day, and it still had a security tag on it when we got it home. Now, we had paid for it, but I got the magnet out, and that just you can take the tag off without causing any damage. But anyway, the magnet was lying on my desk, and I put this knife down, and the magnet grabbed it. It went flying across the desk, thwacked into the magnet, and in doing so, I don't know if I can see that. I'll get there. Just by my thumb there, took a big chunk out the edge. So I've stropped it just to see where it goes, but there is actually a big piece of metal missing from the edge. Needs stropped anyway, because towards the tip there, it's rolling. You can see it, but that will come back in no time. I would strop it straight away, but the strop's holding up my camera here, so making videos at stupid AM. You'll learn more about my video making technique, as professionalism, much as I don't have much in the best of times, but what little I have is out the window at this point. Anyway, this is green micarta. You can get it in other handle materials, and you can also get a skeleton version that doesn't have any covers on it at all. To be honest, I don't see the point in that. This is as light as anything. It's lighter than its folding equivalents. Even the FRN one, which is stuck to the scabbard there, I think it's even lighter than that. there's not a lot in it. The Suru is heavier. So yeah, I like my little Vox knives. This Sonzo has been a real favourite. What's the point is, you've got the nice little orange collar on that, you've got a nice little blue one on that, and it's the same on both sides. So, and yeah, there's been a real favourite of mine since I got it, and I've had that now probably 2 years. It's N690, but it bears up really well. You know, obviously I've sharpened it because it's got a kind of mirror edge on it, sort of. And this is N690 as well. And again, I put actually quite a good mirror edge on this one. I was quite pleased with that. And that's all with the workshop. And in fact, I did this one, with the workshop before I had the deluxe set. It was just the original 2 diamond plates and a ceramic, and it took a little bit longer. And then I obviously did a bit of stropping just to give it a bit of a polish. And I've started using, I keep promising to do a video on these. Yeah, I've started using these, this compound, DBK compound. Now, I bought this, they didn't give it to me or anything. I found it works really quite well. I think they're compounds. I've got this one and this one. Now this one, purple one, is a 4 micron. Now what this is good for, this one has a little label on it. This one is called mirror polish, and this is very good for polishing things, literally. So if you've got a you want to get a shine on a knife that's got a bit tarnished, like an old carbon knife or something like that, you want to restore it, that is really good. And it's 4 micron, which for a, I don't know what that is in grit world, but for a, that's the coarsest diamond thingy that I've ever used. This one is a 1 micron, which is much better as a general strop, but it doesn't look like there's anything in it. But you give it a good shake, where it's clear liquid, but you can, the diamonds are the little white bit at the bottom of it. Once you give it a good shake, it turns into a proper emulsion. You spray it on, use it on a leather strop, and it's really good. I've enjoyed that. So I'll be using that just a minute we're finished here, just to put a wee bit more of a shine back on that. Yeah, those compounds are quite expensive from DBK. And I noticed, you know, their strops are about 4 times the cost of buying exactly the same strop off Amazon. The stuff that I bought off Amazon of this was just nowhere near as good. So I kind of think you got to spend the money where it matters. But the strops are exactly the same strops that look like they came out of exactly the same factory, and I bought them off Amazon. So, or was it eBay? One or the other. So I'll be giving that a wee strop when we're done. Anyway, I think it's a great long knife. I quite fancy the Boca ones, and maybe if I've got a few pennies spare in the new year, I might get one of those as well. It's their sort of, I think they call them a fixed blade Barlow or a pocket Barlow, and I've got a thing for Barlows, so that would be quite nice to have. Anyway, I don't know what's happened to my light, it's a bit rubbish, but that's the end. I'm stopping. I'm not going to make any more videos tonight. Now, you'll probably see this one or Taylor's one first, and then all the others that I've filmed will be the ones over the next few weeks. So hopefully they'll look a bit more professional, but when you're watching them, just think to yourself, yep, he was doing that at, I think I started about 10:30, and as I say, it's now, what did I say, time did I say it was? Oh yeah, it's 1:25. So I'm signing off here. If you like the stuff, please give it a thumbs up. Make me think my life is worthwhile, and please subscribe if you want to see all those videos that I've just filmed. And remember to ring the bell if you want notifications. The high end knives come up every Wednesday, and the other ones just pop up as and when I got them done. Okie doke. I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye.